"Get out before I call the police, you don't belong here." Marcus spat at the young black woman, his hands actually pushing her toward the door. What he didn't know. She was CEO of a company worth $12 billion, controlled the largest government contract in history, and was recording everything on a live stream to 800,000 followers. In the next hour, she would steal his best employees, partner with his biggest rival, trigger a Senate investigation, and cause 30 million people to boycott his business. All because he couldn't believe a black woman could afford a Bugatti. The Bugatti Chiron gleamed under the showroom's crystal chandeliers like a $3 million sapphire, its carbon fiber body reflecting the horrified face of every customer watching Marcus Steinberg grab Zara Okonkwo by the arm and physically escort her toward the door. Security should have stopped you at the entrance. The managing director of Manhattan's most exclusive luxury dealership spat, his manicured fingers digging into the fabric of her blue designer dress. "This isn't a museum, and we don't do test drives for Instagram photos. How did you even get past the doorman?" Zara stood perfectly still in her Tom Ford heels, her expression calm despite the burning humiliation spreading across her chest like wildfire. The 28-year-old CEO of Okonkwo Technologies had walked into Steinberg Motors prepared to purchase 3 vehicles for her executive team, paying cash, a transaction that would have totaled nearly $7 million. Instead, she found herself being manhandled by a 50-year-old man who had taken one look at her, young, black, female, and decided she didn't belong among his clientele of hedge fund managers and trust fund babies. "Mr. Steinberg," Zara said, her voice carrying the kind of quiet authority that had once silenced a room full of Fortune 500 executives. "You're making a mistake that will cost you everything you've built." She gently but firmly removed his hand from her arm, her MIT-class ring catching the light as she moved. "I came here to make a purchase. You've chosen to make an enemy." Marcus Steinberg laughed, the sound echoing through the showroom where a dozen other customers pretended not to watch while secretly recording on their phones. "An enemy? Sweetheart, I've been in this business for 30 years. I know exactly who can afford my cars and who's just here wasting my time. That dress might be designer, but I can spot a pretender from across the room. The nearest Hertz is 3 blocks down. Maybe they'll let you rent something more your speed." The words hung in the air like a challenge, and Zara felt the familiar sensation she'd experienced countless times before. That moment when someone's prejudice became so transparent, so pathetically obvious, that it almost felt like a gift. Because Marcus Steinberg, in his Italian suit and Swiss watch, managing his temple to automotive excess, had no idea that the